They're so far out of their league. They don't know nothing to do but kill these people and try to save them. I'm sure their heart's in the right place, but you can have your heart in the right place and be real ignorant and cause a lot more harm than good. So I appreciate that heart in the right place, but you have to be able to be open to a much higher level of healing. And that's what you're learning here, guys, the highest level of healing on the planet. We need to get this boy full of herbs to start breaking up that lymph, get the kidneys to filter, get the adrenals on. And of course, with the surgeries, his anesthesia is just shutting down his nervous system even more. That's why he can't wake up. This is unless they're keeping him there. And the problem with that is that already to have that tumor, he's got compromised nervous system, lymph, brain, adrenal, kidney. So this is a case where you would inspire brain and nerve function. You would definitely move lymph aggressively. You would have to pick up the adrenal glands, and you would get the kidneys filtering. That'd be the only way you could save this child, and I would definitely be putting God's blend up that tube. That's our superfood blend, really empowering that body while you've got them down here. I don't know what kind of nutritional treatment they have, TPN, or maybe they're doing some kind of insure or some kind of crap like that. That alone will make the tumor come back. So, you do what you can. I don't know. When they're in the medical hands, it's difficult unless the family's open and the surgeon's open to trying something much more powerful, and then you just got to try it, because they're not going to save him with chemo. They know that. And careful, they're going to give him leukemia with this chemo, already breaking down his blood. You see why a blood transfusion, and make the blood clot. You can't put acids in the blood. I don't know when they're going to wake up to this insanity. Don't get me going. This is Biana. Hello. Hey, Dan. I agree with you, sweetheart. Short and sweet. Let's be each other's family. Yeah, that's what this what this site's for. I want this to be a loving, healing site, and those of us grow. This is a good case to grow, because we'll all grow spiritually and in our knowledge of how to help everybody, especially advanced cases, and pull them back to life here. Now, again, I keep that in context, and you have to too. As a healer, you have to realize that the divine is working, and this soul is there for a reason, and you have to look at it that way. And you can say whatever that reason is. You could say karma, you could say whatever. But you have to accept the fact that things happen as they happen for a reason. If not, I don't know, it kind of leaves you out of the divine thinking. But just because we don't understand something doesn't mean that there isn't a reason behind it. I found that God doesn't do anything without a reason. Things just aren't haphazardly made, dealt with. Should I say half-ass, right? Butterfly? I like how you spell these things. You guys are creative as all get out here. Now, butterfly. Let's see. I have been on the adrenal, kidney, and bladder, lymph capsules, and stomach and bowel on my second order. Also take the Heal All Tea. I haven't experienced any flu-like symptoms yet. Hang on. Wait for it. Wait for it. It's coming. Unless your lymph system's pretty good, but I have a feeling that it's. I know my adrenals are very messed up. I have extreme fatigue, yeah. Vision problems, ooh. Frontal headaches, ooh, yeah. Yeah, you really need to break loose here. What you could do is ear candle your ears if you needed some relief, and see if that works. 3 candles per ear. Definitely work on your GI tract, your transverse bowel. Work on your GI tract. Hit those kidneys, get those adrenals up. You're right on here in your thinking. I would, just kill the candida out of me too, but definitely get your adrenals up there. Sweetheart, get this lymph moving up here. You're feeling just what's going on here. You don't want any more deterioration here or any serious problems. have a hard time sleeping at night, okay? So that's the pineal gland. So you're very involved up here. You know that. All your symptoms are taking you to this area. When you can't sleep or rest well, that's the pineal gland. This is where you could pop a little pineal glandular and help you to rest a little bit there. That would be helpful, but you've got to move lymph. I'd get very serious in my detoxification because you're talking about the hard drive here. That's everything to you. And really get on a high fruit and berry diet and do some fasting a little bit, honey. Really pull this. I would definitely do a lymphatic 1 capsules, stomach and bowel capsules. I would do a lymphatic 3 probably, or at least start with a number 4 or something, then move to a 3, 2 kidney formulas, and I do Parasite M. Then I would definitely take an adrenal glandular or our adrenal formula. It depends how low your blood pressure is. Remember, have your blood pressure checked both arms to give you an idea which one is weaker. Yes, you can fix a heart murmur. That's another thing. Yes, dealing with heart murmurs and mitral valve prolapses, go to the parathyroid and strengthen the parathyroid. Get your body utilizing calcium and get that lymph moving so you don't lose calcium. So you guys are doing real well here. Let's see. My wife, Belle, has had tumor in right lung. Here's another important case. We got a lot of critical important cases here, guys. So we need all your help here. This lady has got a tumor in her right lung, which affected lymph nodes in lung and near clavicle. Non-small cell cancer, had radiation chemo. Now she's in remission. I love that word, remission. No evidence of disease. She uses various types like beta-glucans, manitaki, cordyceps, turmeric, astragalus, CoQ10. Okay. Now on a chemo break for about 3 months. Well, that's good. What do you expect to accomplish with chemo? What does your doctor expect to accomplish with chemo and radiation? Buy her a little more time to live. So, I'll have to tell you, Paul, not to be negative. You know, there are times where it's been helpful, I suppose. Excuse me, but I will tell you that I talk a lot about the residual kick of chemo and radiation. Medical doctors know it well. And so your wife, you don't cure with chemo and radiation. There's no such thing. You might have 1 or 2 people rarely ever find that as an issue because they have strong constitutions and they have a halfway decent lymph system. But outside of that, 90% of the people have a major residual kick, meaning that it's going to explode now. And everywhere she has weaknesses, these cells are going to become the next cancer cells. Not to be negative, I would hit my diet raw big time, rethink that second round of chemo, but really, or third or fourth, whatever it is, hit her body. Now go after health. Go after health of the cells. And maybe you won't, or at least the residual kick won't be too bad. And if you can keep from even having a residual kick, then you're home free and you made it. But boy, I would get that body on raw, total raw, nothing cooked whatsoever. Pump some green drinks, pull that radiation out of there. High alfalfa, parsley, dandelion, spinach, really pull that out of there. Use some seaweed, particularly a lot of kelp in the diet. Very, very important. And work on those lungs. Get that lymph system moving. I do lungs too. I definitely hit the GI tract. Clean the GI tract up because if she's involved in the lungs, she's involved in the GI tract, lymphatically speaking. This lungs isn't just here. Also get the kidneys and the adrenals up and really go after this. Belle, you got to get raw and get strict and go down that road for about a year or a half a year anyway and pull yourself away because don't be fooled or we'll be reading something else down the road here. Let me see. This is Kelly. Kelly, I don't know if I've seen your eyes or not, sweetheart. I've been so daggum busy. I don't know if I have or not. I think I have. We'll see. I mean, this is my day off, and I'm leaving for the mountains here next week, but I got a bunch of stuff to do. So I'll try. Anyway, I'll take a look and see. What part of your body is responsible for adrenaline? I know I have an important response to adrenaline and noradrenaline. How about epinephrine and norepinephrine? That's the adrenals. You know, I mean, your adrenals, sweetheart. You know that, the adrenals, the kidneys. So keep working. You'll be okay. your body will bring these steroids and neurotransmitters into balance, and these are neurotransmitters. But you're a neurological case to a big extent. Melanie, let me see. I'm not taking grandfather. I cannot go for addressing my friend. I am so excited. Oh, good. Thank you. I'm saving money to join your education. Thanks, sweetheart. All my love to you too, Melanie. You're doing well. You just keep going. You do the best you can. We're all here to work together, and we'll do this. Okay, so this is Maryland 207 Hendricks. Okay, this is very important. This is another important case, guys. This is vitiligo, alopecia, IBS, acne, cellulite, spider veins, and lots more. Look at all the people in trouble here. Just all over the place. And we don't have that big of a following. You know, we're up to what? Today we're up to 2,095. We're almost up to 2,100 subscribers. But just think how many people are suffering out there. Look at these young people. And it's unreal. Yasmin, 26-year-old from London, England. Go! All right, my friend. Vitiligo. What gland controls skin pigmentation? The pituitary. Pituitary, main gland that controls all the other glands of the human body. Oh, you've been following N.W. Walker. Good old boy, died at 107. Dr. Jensen knew him personally, and he died at 107. And he said, though I didn't see him the last 10 years of his life. Well, I don't know, you know. Vitiligo. Okay, so how can we relate vitiligo, which is pituitary weakness, to losing hair? Well, what is the central causative factor that breaks down the function of cells? Yes, lymph acids, synonymous. Lymphatic system, acids. So you're not moving your lymph up in your head, man, and so your pituitary suppressed. Now you could have some genetics there, I don't know, only an eye picture can tell, but I can tell your sinus, your head, you're loaded there. You've got to get that out of there. You're breaking down your hair follicles, your pituitaries slamming, causing skin pigmentation changes. You have acne from that. The skin is backed up. I mean, you can see that you're backed up in the GI tract wall. IBS, your lymph system's backed up head to toe. This is a real big lymphatic problem here for you, my friend, and you really got to move lymph. Get away from all those dairy products and pastries if you're dealing with those. The spider veins, you're losing your calcium there, so you've got to go back, and we just talked about that a few minutes ago. You've got to get that parathyroid back in there, move lymph, dig in. You're going to have to dig in to get this top, but get on that colon, work on that GI tract, work on those kidneys, work on those adrenals, right at the core of the problem here, and get this drained. You know, if you have to do some lymph drainage a little bit, drain to the kidneys, not the heart, but start opening up a little bit to help you. You might ear candle, might help you get some relief quicker. Do some neti pots. We have 3-lung tea. Breathe that. Start breaking mucus loose in the head. Someone else is talking about not having the cold or flu. You can use neti pots, or you can use the 3-lung tea with the towel treatment type thing, and then drink it. Anything to break this stuff loose. And then get into upper circulation. Very important to do upper circulation and brain and nerve for you. You'll grow your hair back. You'll get the pituitary turned on. Probably want to do a pituitary glandular. It'd be my take. Cellulite is just your lymph system here. This is lymph, 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 lymph. Not connection to the thyroid at all. It's connected to the pituitary gland. Here we also suffer from extreme depression. That's parathyroid gland. Your pituitary is basically shutting down all your endocrine glands. You probably do have a little thyroid weakness, but it's not causing the vitiligo. That's from the pituitary. But then you got the parathyroid. You're not utilizing calcium, so then you see the varicose veins or spider veins, and then you see the loss of calcium, and your body's not being able to utilize calcium. So really, parathyroid, real essential for you. That's depression.